Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Hurts. And right away, he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Room here to run. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 53 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Another run with Sanders. 59 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Trap 50.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to...
Touchdown, Eagles! Miles Sanders from 3 yards out. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now it's Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the 1st quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get him there.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
This goes out wide for Mixon. And they'll get this across midfield. They're not nearly close to a 1st down as he stopped at the 48. Burrow going for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
19 right.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. The Bengal pressure gets him that time, down he goes. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Bengals drive about to get going. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
On first and 10 at Sanders. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Throwing is Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. Touchdown! Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles have moved out in front.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. Did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. And they go play action now. Burrow. Eagle pressure, too much this time. That's courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
To Mixon on the check down. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On fourth down, Drew Chrisman on to punt. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And that's complete to Sanders. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's Hurts to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert on third and short yardage with a gain of 4. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 37. McPherson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. Taken from about the 12. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, next-gen stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. T. Higgins, 30 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And it finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. Down to about the 45. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw here. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And a big loss here as he's taken down. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. They'll set up a throw. And he's got his big tight end here. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate. Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown. Blake Calcaterra, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Elliott good with a PAT. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Play action. It's Burrow. That is taken in by Hurst. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Burrow on play action. Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On one, ready?
Mixon with a first down carry.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
12 more yards there and another first down.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Joe Mixon,
A 6-yard touchdown run.
and the Bengals are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Here we go.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack.
Hurts fumbles it.
And the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery.